Okay, everybody, we're back for the belated birthday special for Marty Bingle, Celia, and TV Lover, and the college graduation special for Ready Unknown Fox, MC Chap, and Daniel Monahan. Now it's time for me to put my knowledge to the test. What do I mean by that exactly? By playing Jeopardy featuring Alex Trebek for the DOS. So here we go. Here we go. New novice, of course. I'm returning. Alright. As I take on Barbara and Kyle.
Hi everyone and welcome to Jeopardy.
Thank you, Alex Trebek. We're ready.
Here we go, round one. One daily double will appear on the board in these categories.
We're going to deal with wordplay, New York City, the desert, movie trivia, rock and roll, and finally, category with the word cat in quotation marks. I do not want to change the categories. We'll leave them as they are. I'll start things off with category for 100. Dr. Seuss's feline who wore a chapeau. Who is the cat in the hat?
That's it.
Category for 200. Finger game with a loop of string. What is cat's cradle?
That's it.
Category for 300. Felonious Felines, Batman. She's been played by Eartha Kitt and Julie Newmar, who's Catwoman.
You are correct.
Category for 400. Ancient weapon kept a stone's throw from its target. What is a catapult?
That's it.
Category for 500. Just like that, I have $1,000. Elizabeth Taylor character who could have burnt her paws on a hot tin roof. Who is Maggie the cat?
You are correct.
Ran the category like it was absolutely nothing. So for that reason, I have $1,500. And it's time for me to pick another category. We'll go with the desert for 100. Types of these include old man, hedgehog, and barrel. Okay, I'll say what are cactus?
You are correct.
Okay, cacti, cactus. Alright. Either way, I'm right, so we'll go with the desert for 200. This lowest point figured in Ronald Reagan's career. What is Death Valley?
Right.
The desert for 300. Great for fertile land. Buildings are built around, but not on, one of these watering spots. What is an oasis?
You are correct.
The desert for 400. On a roll now. Artist famous for her paintings of the deserts of the American Southwest. Who is Georgia O'Keeffe?
You are correct.
Alright! Let's go with the desert for 500. $2,500, just like that. Coldest, most northern desert in the world. Alright. I'm going to take a guess on this one and say, what is the Gobi?
That's it.
Alright! The Gobi Desert in Asia. $3,000 Like it's nothing. Time to pick another category. We'll go with movie trivia 100. In 1990, Warren Beatty played this comic strip detective, who is Dick Tracy.
You are correct.
Movie trivia 200. Moving along very nicely. Phileas Fogg's global travels took this amount of time. What is 80 days?
That's it.
Movie trivia 300. Line frequently misquoted from Casablanca, it became the title of a Woody Allen movie. What is Play It Again, Sam? Oops.
You are correct.
Okay. Movie trivia for 400. All right.
The answer there is
Wow. And I have a big lead right now. Let's do it all. True Daily Double. Putting me at $7,200 if I answer correctly. Here's the clue in movie trivia. David O. Selznick spent $92,000 and interviewed 14 candidates to fill this role. Who's Scarlett O'Hara?
yes.
Woohoo! $7,200. We go with movie trivia 500. This Howard Hughes film starring Jane Russell was the first to challenge the Hays Production Code. I'll let Barbara have this one. The Outlaw?
Yes.
Okay, it is The Outlaw. So Barbara got her first clue right, and she has her first bit of cash, and we have, I think, 3 categories left to go. Yeah, 3 categories. New York City, 100. New York City's fruity nickname. What is the Big Apple?
That's it.
New York City for 200. Over the years, there have been 3 different indoor sports arenas called by this name. What is Madison Square Garden?
That's it.
New York City, 300. Though part of New York City, Liberty Island is within the territorial waters of this state. Okay, I'm going to take a guess of this one and say what is New Jersey?
That's it.
Right! Alright, we're going to go with New York City for 400. Handsome mayor of New York City from 1966 to 74, he called it Fun City. I have a hunch, but I'm going to hold back on this one. Let's see if Barbara knows this. Nope, she does not.
No.
I have a slight hunch who it could be, but I am going to hold back on this one. Is it Mario Cuomo?
Response is
No, it's John Lindsay. John Lindsay. Good thing I did not buzz in. New York City, 500. In 1977, its twin towers replaced the Empire State Building as the city's tallest. What is the World Trade Center?
you are correct.
Okay. So I'm up to $8,300 right now. We have 2 categories left. Which one will I go with next? Rock and Roll, 100. August 5th, 1957 was the first national broadcast of this TV teen show. What is American Bandstand?
That's it.
I'll go with Rock and Roll for 200. Hey Jude was the Beatles' initial record for this, their own label. What is Apple?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Rock and Roll for 300. I am piling up the cash. This former bantamweight could have written, Papa's got a brand new punching bag. Former bantamweight could have written, Papa's got a brand new punching bag. Kyle buzzes in for the first time. Let's see if he knows. James Brown.
That's it.
Oh, that's right. Papa's got a brand new bag. I get it. Alright, well, Kyle has his first bit of cash. Now he makes the next selection. Rock and Roll 400. East and West followed this word in the names of Bill Graham's 60s rock halls. Alright, I'm going to take a guess on this one and say what is side.
Nope, sorry, that is wrong.
Ah. Wrong. Okay. Well, if nothing else, that's only my first incorrect response for this game. So, Kyle decides he wants to try it. Let's see if he knows it. East and West. Fillmore?
That's it.
Oh, okay. East Fillmore, West Fillmore. Okay. So Kyle answered correctly. Let's see where he goes next. Rock and Roll 500. Bernie Taupin's partner, he bought the soccer club he had followed as a child. Who is Elton John?
Yes.
Sir Elton John, Alright, we just have the wordplay category to deal with, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way. 100. The artificial turf in this stadium is nicknamed Mardi Gras. What is the Louisiana Superdome?
That's it.
200. When reversed, this month becomes a sweet potato. What is May?
Yes.
Wordplay 300. As a verb, it means looked at. As a noun, it's a well-worn, popular saying. What is saw?
You are correct.
Okay. 400. In conversation, it means nonsense, but in a deli, it's a cold cut. What is baloney?
Yes.
Now the last clip. Two common English 5-letter words that ends in imph. What are lymph and nymph?
Right.
At the end of the Jeopardy round, I have $10,200. Kyle $700. Barbara $100. So she'll go first.
Jeopardy round. Here we go.
I think I'm over 10 grand that round.
Two daily doubles to help you in one of these categories.
We're going to deal with France, words, Old Testament, U.S. history, math, and finally, rock and roll trivia. We had rock and roll in the Jeopardy round. Now we have rock and roll trivia. I will not change the categories. We will leave them exactly as they are. Barbara, you have $100. You go first. Old Testament for $200. Delilah gave him a real trimming. It was Samson.
You are correct.
Old Testament for $400. In Hebrew, its name means Sea of Reeds. What's the Red Sea?
That's it.
Old Testament for $600. Though through sons Isaac and Ishmael, both Jews and Arabs trace descent from him. Who is... Let's say Abraham.
That's it.
Old Testament for $800. Wow, look at all the cash I'm piling up. The name Palestine comes from these biblical enemies of Israel. Who are the Philistines?
Right.
Let's take Old Testament for 1,000. A sorrowful Old Testament prophet. His name now refers to predictors of doom. Alright, I'll take a guess and this one say who is Jeremiah.
That's it.
Wow! Ran that category like it was absolutely nothing. So I have 13,200. Why don't we go with France for 200? After the Revolution, Viollet-le-Duc survived the repair of this famed French cathedral. What is Notre Dame? Oh. Yep, the Cathedral de Notre Dame in Paris is its full name. France for 400. Until recently, France's finance ministry was headquartered in this museum. What is the Louvre? Famous art museum in France.
Right.
France for 600. You can travel about 270 kilometers per hour on the TGV, which is this type of transportation. What is a train?
You are correct.
France for 800. Look at all that cash. $14,400. Guinness says it took 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days to build at a cost of 7,799,401 francs and 31 centimes. What is the Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
France for 1,000. Between 1871 and 1945, ownership of this disputed region passed back and forth between Germany and France. Okay, this disputed region. What is, Brittany?
Nope, sorry, that is wrong.
No. But, with the amount I have right now and the big lead I have, I'm not going to complain, since it's over $14,000. Kyle. Alsace-Lorraine.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Alsace-Lorraine. However you pronounce it. Either way, Kyle got it right, so he makes the next selection. Where are we going, Kyle? We're going to rock and roll for 200. These girls were a comic punk novelty act before they got the beat. For the Go-Go's.
Right.
Rock and roll trivia for 400. Look at that cash I have. $14,400. Waylon Jennings was once a member of this, Buddy Holly's backup group, who are the Crickets. Cricket.
Yes.
Rock and roll trivia 600. $14,800 at this point in the game. She was once a beach boy, along with her husband Daryl Dragon. Oh, what's her name? She was once a beach boy. I'm trying to remember her name. Tony Tennille?
Yes.
Oh, that's right, of Captain and Tennille. Oh, okay. Alright, Kyle, you got the next selection. Rock and roll trivia 800. Oh!
The answer is
One of the two. You have 2,300, Kyle. How much are you going to put at risk? 1,310. Okay. Here's the clue. Before Sarah Smile, they met by sharing an elevator to escape a gang fight. Gladys Knight and the Pips? No! Daryl Hall and John Oates. Hall and Oates? Sarah Smile?
the correct response is
Hall and Oates. Even I knew the answer to that, but oh well. Rock and roll trivia 1,000. Year in the 1950s when the Beatles were formed. What is 1959?
that's it.
Uh-huh. And they made their American television debut on the Ed Sullivan Show. Okay. I got the next selection, so let's go with math for 200. The total price in dollars and cents of 5 2-bit haircuts. What is $1.25?
Yes.
We'll go with math for 400. $16,000 is what I have at this point. A lot of cash. Total number of humps of 1 Bactrian camel and 2 dromedaries. What is 4?
That's it.
A Bactrian has 2 humps. Dromedaries each have 1. Math for 600. A googol is the number written as 1 followed by this many zeros. What is 100?
That's it.
Math for 800. $1.73 is the approximate square root of this number. What is 3?
You are correct.
Math for 1,000. The next number in the series of 1, 3, 6, 10. What's 15?
Right.
$18,800. A lot of money. Okay, where are we going now? U.S. History 200. Early 19th century abolitionists wanted to abolish this institution. What is slavery?
Right.
U.S. History for 400. $19,000. It's a lot of cash. World War I soldier's nickname used by Pillsbury for its logo character. What are doughboys? What is a doughboy, I should say?
That's it.
We'll go with U.S. History for 600, please. American hostages were released from this country the day Carter left office. What is Iran?
That's it.
U.S. History for 800. Some historians consider this backwoodsman, not Jefferson, the first Democratic president. Barbara. Nope, she doesn't know.
Nope, sorry, that is wrong.
So she drops to minus $700. Ouch. I have a hunch, but I will stay where I'm at.
The correct response is...
Oh, Andrew Jackson. Okay, that wasn't my guess, so I'm glad I stayed put. U.S. History for 1,000. In 1767, all Townshend Act taxes were repealed, except the one on this. What is T?
Right.
Okay. $21,000? That just leaves the words category. 200. Flavoring made of coffee often mixed with chocolate, named for a port city in Yemen. What is mocha?
That's it.
400. Of a burnous, a busby, or a buskin, the one you shouldn't wear on your head. What is a busby?
Nope, sorry, that is wrong.
It is not a busby.
The correct response
You shouldn't wear a buskin on your head. Buskin. Oh well. 600. A cowboy who tends to saddle horses, or the brand of jeans he might be wearing. What are Wranglers? What is a Wrangler?
That's it.
800. Got a lot of money sitting in front of me. 21.4. Often used as a synonym for concrete, it's really just an ingredient, along with water, sand, and gravel. What is cement?
Right.
Yep, now the last clue. And that last clue belongs to me because it is the other daily double.
The answer there is the Daily Double.
The game is well out of reach. We'll go $2,800. For $25,000, here's the clue. This word for a minister comes from the Latin for shepherd. What is a priest?
No.
No. Still gonna finish big with 19,400. We were looking for
The correct response
a
is
pastor. Pastor. And Barbara will not be around for Final Jeopardy.
here is today's Final Jeopardy category.
We're gonna deal with bestsellers. Alright.
Final Jeopardy answer is
Her money book was subtitled How to Earn It, Spend It, Invest It, Borrow It, and Use It to Better Your Life. I have no idea, so I'll just say who was Carla the Bundy chick. Meaning I don't know.
what did you put down as your
Who
response?
was Carla the Bundy chick?
Nope, sorry, that is wrong. And your wager was
Just 600, so I dropped down to 18,800. But I still win.
what did you put down as your response?
Sylvia Porter.
Right.
She's the one.
And your wager was
470, so he goes up to $1,460, but I still win with 18,800. Not bad. Alright, and that'll have to wrap it up for this segment. We'll be back for the next one in just a little bit.